Harris at third, Flannery at second, Morrison at first, who represents the tying run. 2-2. Swing and a miss! Second save against the Oaks for Mad Max Montplaisir. Here we go. We're back for game 2, and we've had some interesting developments over the last 35 minutes. We expected Chris Parleski to start game 4 of this series. That has changed, and in his place is going to be Jacob Morales, usually a man working out of the pen for the Lions. And even as he was warming up, he needed a visit from athletic trainer Ashlyn Monroe as he was getting loose in the pen. So nothing has made sense in terms of the starters for this series for the Lions, except for Jake Heiner starting game 3, making his first start of the 2025 season. The 0-1 record for him. Does have a couple of saves to his names. This grounder for Warkentine goes into the glove of Gallegos and flip to Morales. All of a sudden, this Vanguard pitching staff is getting a little topsy-turvy, but thankfully they have 8 days off after this before the Biola series, as a frame job by Angel Perez is a no-go. Due up for the Lions is Davis, Buxton, and Slikart in the bottom of the first in this 7-inning contest. It's going to be the Aussie Keel. Swing and a miss there. He's got his first strikeout. Richard Keel, the graduate man from Melbourne, Australia, St. Joseph's college product, but has been here since 2022. Did not pitch in 2023 or 2024 due to injury. Is now back here in what is expected to be his last season. I mean, with all the eligibility rules nowadays, you never know. Might as well start calling him Dr. Morales at this point, because you expect him to have a doctorate at this. 10% of the time that Lincoln Anderson steps into the box, he gets plunked by a pitch. Richard Keel coming from down under to pitch for the Oaks. You know, Sydney, Menlo has a very good pipeline to New Zealand and Australia. I don't know why, but across all their sports, especially in basketball, I can't tell you how many Aussies and New Zealanders I had to play against. I mean, the first one that comes to mind for me is Corey Leo Pepe. Mm-hmm. For Keel, though, he appeared in 6 games in that first season back in 2019 for Menlo, including his debut coming against Cal State East Bay on February 12th. He did offer, but Oles frustrated himself because he's down 0-2, which means he's going to have to pop a squat into his very low 2-strike approach. His best outing of the 2020 season for Keel actually came against Vanguard before COVID shut everything down. February 22nd, he had 4 innings of scoreless, 1-hit baseball. But Ole has worked it all the way back to full. Keel. Perez ropes that one to right center field, and Fulcher lays out for that one, but he missed it. So now, someone who's on the polar opposite of the spectrum right now, Sydney, is Jared Mazzaferro. His bat needs to wake up for your Vanguard Lions. It's been a bit of a struggle for him to start this campaign, interrupted by the injury. Now it's Coach Green who's trying to get in on the conversation, trying to encourage his boy, Jared Mazzaferro, and pitch is snaked wide. You know it's a bit of a struggle for Maz when the pitching coach is trying to give you words of encouragement. Maz inside out swing. He finds Green. Perez is getting the green light as well. The throw home from Anderson is not going to get there. Mazzaferro breaks that goose egg for himself on the series. Lions now lead 2-0. I guess Coach Green was just exactly what he needed.
Yeah.
Top of the order, and Flannery clips into the glove of Perez. Does have the 3 walks, though. Flannery finally gets his second hit of the series to put 2 on with still nobody out. Injury ever since he was plunked a few series ago. J-Mo thought he had the crooked K, but he'll have to stick his nose in once more as the count goes full. Big pitch here from J-Mo, 3-2. Lines out to Fred Buxton as 2 runners are left stranded. And J-Mo looks heavenward as if to say, thank you, God, for getting me out of that jam. 2-0 remains the score through 2.5. One thing about Josh Slikart is I don't think I've ever seen him not smiling. He is a very optimistic guy. Slikart went all the way down with that pitch. J-Mo last 3 innings of scoreless ball, and in his place is going to be Jacob Suselich. The Seuss is loose here on the VSN. Suselich induces a ground ball to Buxton, who goes to stomach, and now lost it on the transfer, and he slams his glove in frustration. Redemption time for Buxton. This time he's going to get to go 6, 4, and 3. That's got to feel good for Buxton to get a very fast opportunity to make up for the miscue. 2-0 through the first 3.5 of this ball game. Remember, Middle's first time around, he flew out to center field, but it was on a quality AB against Keel, who had to go 10 pitches. It's one of Vanguard's best men, but Keel says we're not going double digits on the pitch count here. Sits him down with a K. He loves that 5-6 area. Justin Flannery, incredible play. The throw is in time. That's the Gold Glover from a season ago, and Justin Flannery, who did a good job snuffing the ball out, lost it actually back onto the dirt, and as he was getting to his feet, he picked the ball back up on his way up. Ooh, man, big whiff there as Keel continues to just flirt with the different speeds. You know, he's not going to be a guy flirting around the 90s in terms of his gas, but just the way that he's able to just throw a bunch of junk and make you second guess on the different speeds. He's in good command with the cadence. And he recovers from being down 2-0 to shut the door on Colton Perez. Going on the back foot there for the third strike. We're through 4, 2-0. Seuss. Slycart had an awkward beat there, fires to Maz, then over to first, is not going to be in time. Flannery beats out the throw. Slycart took an extra beat there to go to Maz. Interesting. I mean, you just got to make sure that you make the out. 2 away here, but still, Slycart with the extra beat on the throw, Sydney.
Yeah.
On the ground to Buxton. Will make the underhand toss to Mazzaferro at second base to get the force. And Small retires the side with ease. Menlo's out hitting Vanguard once again. Second time this series that this has happened. Vanguard's 1 through 6 in their order. Hitless. 2-2 for Shiggy. That one's going to find Green in the left center field, and there's one of the insurance runs for Vanguard. RBI single for Tyler Shiganaka. And he's going to wear that one on his right cheek. Closing time now on the Vanguard Sports Network. One of the scariest sights for an opposing team is when they exit the dugout with only 3 outs to play with, and they look up on the scoreboard and see that they are trailing. And out of nowhere, they see a 6'4" shadow emerge from 320 down the right field line, realize that that man is rocking number 44, because that man preys on the hopes and dreams of every other team that he faces. For the second time this series, we get to see the man known as Max Montplaisir. Picked up his 4th save of the season 24 hours ago. On the ground, Buxton lays out for that one. Lost it on the transfer for the second time this game. On the ground, chance of 2. Maz, nope. It leaves the infield. Jackson Davis will corral it, and it's a single for Harris. And all of a sudden, Menlo said, wait just a minute. We are not leaving Costa Mesa without a fight. 1-2. On the ground to Buxton. Corrals gets the force at 3. And Slycart went to make the tag unnecessarily, though, as it was the force. Outer half. And now it's Vanguard's turn to return the favor with some chirps of their own. That insurance run looking very big right now. Max strikes them out. 2 away now. Let's see what Max has got here working against Morrison. Over the glove of Mazzaferro. Into right field, Tyler Shiganaka is going to relay it in. And guess what? The bases are loaded. Harris at third, Flannery at second, Morrison at first, who represents the tying run. 2-2. Swing and a miss! Second save against the Oaks for Mad Max Montplaisir. Sydney, final thoughts before we get the heck out of here. So, final score once again for your Lions, 3-0 completing the sweep over the Oaks. Barn burners and low-scoring affairs. Pitching came to play. Shout out to J-Mo for filling in on short notice as Chris Parleski went down with an illness before the game started. So long, everybody. From Dean Harvey Field, I'm J.J. Johnson. Good night.